Shane back with you from Guitar Work. Welcome back. This is, whoops. This is a fun one. This is Tracy Chapman's Give Me One Reason. And numerous requests for this guy. I think you'll have a lot of fun with it. Guess what? Only 2 chord shapes. 2 chord shapes and you're on your way. You only need 2 chord shapes, so it'll be a lot of fun. I want to thank you for coming back. Thumbs up have meant a great deal here. I appreciate that. All your comments, suggestions, and questions. And it's so great to hear from a lot of you. Again, 2 chord shapes. Now, if you've been running or hiding from bar chords, this will use 2 of your most important bar chords. So let's make today, if you've been running and hiding from bar chords, let's make today the day that you nail it. Okay, let's nail it together. With just a couple of little techniques, you'll get it. You'll get it for sure. And you can live with the little buzzes that pop up here and there until it's absolutely clean, like anybody else. I'm on an electric guitar today. If you're on your acoustic, that's totally fine, totally fine. I just thought I'd switch it up. You can easily do this on acoustic as well. Now I'm going to be referring to sheets the entire time. As always, I'll send you to patreon.com/guitaratwork. I have 4 sheets here for you. 2 that have the actual song with the lyrics and the chords over top, and the other 2 are the detail sheets that kind of get us to the nitty gritty. So I'll encourage you to get those patreon.com/guitaratwork. It doesn't have to be a lifelong commitment. Just go in there and scoop up. There's a whole bunch of songs in there that you can go and just scoop everything up and play along with me on all these videos, and appreciate that. I want a special thank you to the Patreon community. I couldn't do this without you, so thank you very much for your support. It's been incredible. I really appreciate it. So if you've got your sheets going on, you're going to need this chord right here. Look at this. That's an F sharp chord. Again, there's only 2 shapes coming your way. There's an F sharp. That guy there, F sharp. Now, you've seen in your chord diagram, your first finger is barring across 2nd fret, all 6 strings like that. If you've never done a bar chord before, don't start with the bar because it kind of locks up your other fingers. I'm going to put my middle finger here on the 3rd fret of the G, ring finger on the 4th fret of the A string, and my pinky is on the 4th fret of the D string. So once I have that, if you have that shape, which kind of looks like a strange fingering for an E if you're looking at it that way, which is a good way to reference these things. If your thumb is up like this, over it, you're doomed, okay? You're doomed. You'll never get it. Everything, you think you won't be able to stretch far enough and all that. You'll throw your back out trying. Let's get those 3 fingers on before you put the bar, and then let's bring the wrist down this way. Bring the wrist right down like that, so my thumb is in behind my middle finger. Just like that. Thumb is in behind my middle finger, not leaning to the left, certainly not over top. If you're leaning over top, you can't straighten your first finger to get that guy. So here we go. I'm going to bow, and I'm going to put the bar right across. I'm going to put the bar literally right on the silver fret wire there, and then I'm going to roll it to my left. Roll like a rolling pin, doink, and that helps sometimes to get rid of some of the creases from your knuckles that cause the strings to buzz. The strings might get caught in the creases of your knuckles and cause that buzzing. And I want to tell you, you don't have to crush it. You don't have to crush it. That's often not. That's not the remedy for buzzes. Buzzes are going to occur. That string right there. Okay, so I just have to massage that first finger a little bit. There we go. And a little bit of pull from the left shoulder. You'd never do this, but look at this. I'm going to take my thumb off of there. My thumb off. So I'm only pulling with my left shoulder. Look at this. And there's my chord. There you go. You'd never do that, but just to show you that some of it is pull, like that. It's not all crush power, okay? That's a very, very important chord. I hope you're okay with that. That's your F sharp. The only other shape you're going to need is this B right here. We've all seen B perhaps and maybe run away and hid from it, but today's the day. Let's nail it. Fingering for that, I'm going to take my 3rd finger and I'm going to squish it across the D, G, and B strings. D, G, and B strings at the 4th fret. Look at that. Now, you're probably thinking, my knuckle doesn't bend like that. Well, mine doesn't either. That's why I have to bring my whole elbow up. I'm bringing my whole elbow up and back, and that forces what I'll call the pad of my finger, and that forces them to straighten out like that. There you go. So my elbow's up. It's a completely different wrist angle for that particular chord for me. And I've got fairly lengthy fingers there. So ring finger, squish them over like that, and I'm going to put my first finger on the 2nd fret of the A string. Both E strings are X'd out, meaning you don't hit them. Don't hit them. If you do hit them, hopefully they're muted like that. There we go. And there's your B. That is a B. Alternatively, if you don't like that fingering, you could take an A chord. You could drag it up 2 frets and then bar. But I think you're going to want to pursue this guy. For if you like rock stuff, you're going to see that an awful lot. That's your B. The only other chord is C sharp, which is the same shape as the B. You got to love it. I'm going to take that B chord, I'm going to drag it up 1, 2 frets. There's my C sharp. That's right, C sharp major. And this is B major. So our 3 chords are F sharp, here's a B, and here's a C sharp. There we go, that's all you're going to need. Now this is a 12-bar blues. It's not a traditional 12-bar blues. You know, when somebody says the 12-bar blues, it means there's 12 bars, but sometimes there's little twists and turns. This one has some really cool ideas in it, for sure. Well, we'll be playing along with the fabulous BeatBuddy, as we do so often, from Singular Sound. I want to thank the people at Singular Sound for being so good to me. I absolutely love this device. The neat thing about the BeatBuddy, they have something called that drum machine that you heard on the way in, and we'll talk more about it. They have something called a song matching tool on their website. If you go to the Singular Sound website, if you're looking for this song, Give Me One Reason, and you go to the Singular Sound website, and you go to the BeatBuddy menu, pull that down, and then you'll see a song matching tool. Find the song matching tool, then type in Give Me One Reason, and it'll suggest to you which pattern to use on your BeatBuddy. Whether you have a BeatBuddy or the BeatBuddy Mini or the BeatBuddy Mini 2, it'll give you suggestions for that. There are thousands of songs in that catalog. In the default library, meaning when you just buy a BeatBuddy, it's already in there. I think it's Oldies number 1. There's a folder called Oldies number 1. You just dial in your BeatBuddy, and there you go. And it'll tell you the beat, the tempo as well. In this case, it's 100 beats per minute. 100 beats per minute. If you have the premium content, what's really cool, there's 11 folders. I have 11 folders full of what they call the top cover songs of all time. The top cover songs of all time, and sure enough, it was in folder number 9. And Give Me One Reason, the exact drum patterns for the song. So it's really, really cool. But again, if you don't have the premium content, that's okay. You can use what they suggest in the default library, and it works very, very well. So check that out for sure. Absolutely love the BeatBuddy, and there'll be links in the description. Go get yours, and if you use the promo code GAW10, as always, you'll get 10% off and really help to support the channel. I appreciate that. And we'll also later on in the video, we're going to do a slow play along. Let's talk about the riff here first. Slow play along later on, and then let's do a full speed play along, which you're feeling good about that. Now, if those chords were new to you, you may have to stop tape right there and get those chords going. Now, if you get this business, the odd little buzz, live with it. We all have to live with that for a little while. It goes away, okay? It goes away. There's something to be said for just piling right through that. Yes, you want to once in a while, you want to stop and try to get everything clean, but put it into context and beat it up, and just make sure your technique's as good as you can get it. Keep that thumb nice and low. We'll also later on, at the very end of the video, let's talk about how you might play a little bit of lead on top of this, so using a blues scale that we'll talk about, and we'll use the Aeros Looper, talk about how we might get a loop in there and play over top. So it's a ton of fun. Stay tuned for that. Now I'm looking at the detail sheet, page 1 detail sheet, handwritten there. You're seeing the chord diagrams that we just saw, F sharp, B, and C sharp. Now the riff is this. There's something called the pickup, top right of page 1, detail sheet, top right, page 1. You're seeing 0, 0, 0. That's asking you to play the low E string, 0, 0, 0, just like that. So look, ma, no hands, right? That's it. But what I'm going to do first, I'm going to load up on the F sharp chord. I'm going to load up on this F sharp. I'm going to remove my first finger, doink, and that's going to give me the zeros that I need. So here we go, 0, 0, 0. Now, next bar, bar 1 is this, 2. That 2 is the 2nd fret. That's what that means right there. So again, top is 0, 0, 0. Now I'm going to complete the chord. 2nd fret. Now you see a D written, that means downstroke. Doesn't mean D chord, it means downstroke. So I'm in bar number 1, you'll see bar numbers there. Here is 2, which is a bass note, means the 2nd fret. Here is your downstroke, a bass note again. Now up down, UD means up down. I'm just going to go that far. So here's bar 1, including the pickup, which is the first part, 0, 0, 0. 2, down, 2, up, down. Good. Now those stops that you're hearing, on the first downstroke, on the F sharp chord, bar 1, you're hearing that stop. So here's a downstroke. I'm not letting it ring like that. It's more percussive than that. So all you have to do, I'm not using my right hand for that. There are ways that you could use your right hand and should use your right hand. Sometimes this is not one of them, or it's not written in stone, but I prefer not to in this case. All the muting is done with the left hand in this case. So let me do this. I'm just going to strum the chord and then release the pressure. I'm going to keep the shape, but I'll release the pressure again. Boink, and it stops it. Just think of piano keys. You push them down, they make noise. You let them up, they stop, right? And there's a little reverberant stuff that sticks around. So here's your chord, and release. There we go. So from the top, here's the pickup. Removing the finger. 0, 0, 0. Bar 1, bass, down, bass, up, down. There you go, that's bar 1. Bar 2 is, you're going to see just before bar 2 is 0. So while you're changing chords, you play the open A string, then grab your B chord, play the bass note, then a downstroke. Okay, that was 0, 2, play the chord. So here from the top, I've got, from the pickup, 0, 0, 0, F sharp, bar 1, bass, up, down, open A, bar 2, 2nd fret, downstroke, oh, gonna drag it up, C sharp. Same shape as your C sharp. So here's bars 1 and 2, including the pickup, very beginning. 0, 0, 0, bar 1. B, C sharp. And you know what? If you've got that far, you have most of the song. Okay, so I would stop tape there, bars 1 and 2, stop tape there and just try to get that going. You're going to miss the odd bass note, no doubt about it. That's okay, nobody's going to throw fruit at you. Just keep right on moving and pretend like you meant it. So here's the very top again, F sharp, bass, black, bass, up, black, B, C sharp, back to bar 3, open, down, bass, up, down, F sharp, bar 4, is the same. Okay, so we've got 4 bars in a row. Again, stop tape. You don't try to learn this in real time with the video. It's that can be difficult. Here's the very top. I'm going to go 4 bars. 3, 4, bass, down, bass, up, bar 2, C sharp, bar 3, bar 4. Now bar 5, you can just open, starting just before bar 5 with the open A string. Same as bar 2, and then repeat, up to C sharp at bar 6. Okay, let's go bars 1 to 6, and we're halfway there. Okay, again, very repetitive. It's the same thing, round and round. Here's the top. Hey, if your hand's getting sore from crushing, playing bar chords like that, take a break, because that can really hurt. And remember, a little pull from the left shoulder. You should be able to stay on that chord all day long if your technique is good. Here's the very beginning again with the pickup, F sharp, bar 1, 2, F sharp, bar 4, bar 5, bar 6, bar 7, bar 8. There we go, that's 8 bars. I'm going to do it even slower than that. The first 8 bars again coming your way. Here it is, top 3, 4, F sharp, bar 2, bar 3, bar 4 there, bar 5 is a B, bar 6, C sharp here, F sharp, bar 8. Now here's bar 9, turn around, I'll call that. Bar 9, you can just run up to the C sharp, open A string, gives you the time to travel. That's the great thing, the open A gives you time to travel, C sharp, bar 10, down to B, and bar 11 is F sharp, bar 12 is also an F sharp. That's it. Repeat, repeat, repeat. There's nothing else in the song. So round and round that goes. And I know that can be tricky, but even if you just know how to read the tabs, stop tape, and come back and visit us later, we'll do a slow play along now. And it comes in at 100 beats a minute. I'll slow it down to 80 just to give us a fighting chance. And I'll do it twice around before we do the full speed play along. Okay. So here, let me go down to 80 on the fabulous BeatBuddy. That's easy to do. You just dial the tempo knob here until it's 80 beats. BPM means beats per minute. And away you go. And I'll start it up. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And a 1, 2, 3. And to absorb that. Are you ready? Slow play along twice through. 1, 2, 3. F sharp, B, C sharp, bar 3, F sharp. Here's a B coming. Bar 5. 6, bar 7 is an F sharp. C sharp, bar 9. Bar 10 is a B. F sharp. Okay. Bar 12, top again. F sharp, bar 1. B. C sharp, here's an F sharp. Here's a B. B to C sharp, bar 6. And an F sharp. Bar 9 is a C sharp. Bar 10 is a B. And F sharp's 11. There we go. Good. Hopefully you got through that okay. That was at 80 beats a minute, slow play along. And I should tell you, I should have probably told you before to slow play along, when we do the pickup at the very beginning, that only happens at the beginning of the song. So when you repeat it from bar 12 at the bottom of the page, just go right back up to bar number 1. You don't do that triple bass note thing in there. I think that's fairly obvious to you when you're playing it. I'll go back up to 100 beats per minute. Here we go, 100 beats per minute, just dialing that up there. And again, the website told me that, Singular Sounds, hey, it's coming in 100 beats a minute. Which is cool, that is the concert speed. Now I'll do it with, I'll try to speak out the lyrics as I always do, and I'll have to scroll at the bottom of the first page. So I'm going to go at full speed, and we just go round and round that same form. It looks to be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like 8 times. So fasten your seatbelt, here it comes, right? Hit. I'll get it going. 1, 2, 3, 4, considerably faster. And I want to tell you, if you can't get all the bass note nuance in there, just play the chords. Just play the chords and let the other detail emerge as you feel comfortable. There's nothing wrong with just playing the chords. Get in there, battle it out, you know? So here it is, top. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. B, C sharp. This is the intro. B. Sharp, come, turn around. Now, first verse coming. F sharp, stay there. Give me one reason to stay here. B to C sharp. F sharp. There's a B. Give me one reason to stay here. Here we go, B to C sharp. Back to F sharp. C sharp. You got to make me F sharp, change my mind. Second verse now, here we go, F sharp. Baby, I got your number. This is a verse. There you go, F sharp. B, you know that I called you. C sharp, F sharp. C sharp, you can call me baby. B, call me anytime you got to call me. F sharp. Good. Next chorus, F sharp. Give me one reason to stay here. B to C sharp. F sharp. Turn that back around. Here's a B. Give me one reason to stay here. B to C sharp. And here's an F sharp. C sharp. Said I don't want to leave you lonely. You got to make me change my mind, F sharp. Another verse coming toward the bottom of the page, now F sharp. I don't want no one to squeeze me, B to C sharp. F sharp. B. Don't want no one to squeeze me, B to C sharp. Might take away my life, F sharp. C sharp coming. I just want someone to hold me, B. Rock me F through the night. Now instrumental section is exactly the same. Stay with me now. F sharp, stay there. B to C sharp. Instrumental, yep, F sharp, twice. Second line, the instrumental coming, right here, B. B to C sharp, F sharp. Third line, instrumental, C sharp, B, F sharp. Scroll, and a 1, 2, page 2, verse, F sharp, youthful heart, B to C sharp. Give you what you need, F sharp. B, this youthful heart, C sharp, give you what you need. C sharp, but I'm too old, that's it, B, precious energy, F sharp. Chorus coming, F sharp. Give me one reason to stay here, B to C sharp, and I'll turn right back, F sharp around. Here's a B. Give me one reason to stay here, B to C sharp, F sharp, right back around. C sharp, and I don't want to leave you lonely. Here's a B. You got to make me F sharp, change my mind. There we go. Good. Last bit, F sharp. Baby, just give me reason. B to C sharp. What's one reason why? Last verse here. Here's a B. Baby, just give me one reason. B to C sharp. Just one reason why I should stay. C sharp. I told you that I loved you. B stop. Bum bow down bow down. Now there's a fancy ending that we'll get to at the end. Okay, there's a fancy bit toward the end. Let's talk when we talk about a scale. Let's do that as well. And hey, so I hope you did okay with it. I know that's fast. It's coming in there for sure. Again, part of playing along is if something bad happens, because bad things happen to good people in real time, is you try to find your place again. So maybe wait on an F sharp. You know we're always going back to F sharp. So let a little bit of time go by. Try to jump back in. That's a huge skill. I call them recovery skills. So important to be able to do when you're playing with other people. And so hey, hope you did okay with that. Go back, do it as many times as you need to. It'll just get better and better and better. Again, you don't need all the detail at first. You can just play the chords, right? And don't worry about the mutes at first, the little stops and stuff. Don't need that until you're feeling up to it. So it's all a graduated process. Fantastic, thanks for that. Now the scale. I'm looking at page 2. Page 2 of your detail sheet. You're going to see, and a lot of you will know this. I'm going to call it the F sharp blues. I'm going to skip the outro for a sec. The F sharp blues scale, position 1. F sharp blues scale, position 1. A lot of you are going to know this shape. I'm going to start here, 2nd fret of that low E. The numbers that are circled, those are left-hand finger numbers. Circled numbers are left-hand finger numbers. So here it is here. F sharp blues scale, position 1, 2, 5. Next string is 2, 3, 4. Next string is 2, 4. And the G string, next string here is 2, 4, 5. And B string is 2, 5, high E is 2, 5. So real time here, the top, 2, 5, 2, 3, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4, 5, 2, 5, 2, 5. Now what goes up must come down. Gotta be able to go backwards. 5, 2, 5, 2, 5, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4, 3, 2, 5. Just literally read it backwards. That is the blues scale. One of the great things with the guitar is once you have that shape, you just literally drag it around. That's an F sharp blues scale because you're starting on an F sharp note. You may not know that's an F sharp note. That's okay. So if you drag it around, you can start it anywhere and it would be a different key. It's a great thing about the guitar or any fretted instrument, any stringed instrument. That is position 1. And out of position 1, we get the outro. Check this out. Here's the outro slowly is 2, 2. Again, let's do that again. It says slide. See that little line, that little gliss? It's going to slide from 1 to 2 on the B string there. So that little slide. And a 2 on the G. 4 on the G, sorry. Back to 2. Here's a 4 on the D. Here's a 4 on the A. 2 to 4 on the D string. I've chosen the first finger to do that last note just to give me that slide. And again, in time. And I'll end it on an F sharp chord. So that's what they're doing when the band stops, and then they come back in at the very end. And now to go to an F sharp chord like that. It's nice to have a tidy ending like that, so worth practicing. But those notes are emanating from the F sharp blues scale, as you clearly see there. Now the position 2, you're going to see here is 4, and then 7, 4, 5, 6, 5, 7, 5, 7, 8. Do that again, 4, 7, 5, 6, 5, 7, 5, 7, 8. Backwards. Good. Let's call that position 2. Very important. It gets you a little higher up in the range. Now I'm going to invoke the fabulous Aeros Looper here. I love this thing by Singular Sound, the Aeros Looper. And I'm going to pull up an empty song. It's as easy as this. Boink. Empty song. I'm going to loop the form, meaning the 12 bars that we just played the rhythm to. Okay, here it comes here. I'm going to loop that. 1, 2, 5. That's recording. There we go. One of the things I love, this big volume knob here. You can, if you find your loop, oh, that loop's a little loud, and I can't quite hear my lead over top. That big knob will take care of that. The other thing I like is you can, notice I stop the loop anywhere in the last bar. You don't have to be right on the money like a lot of loopers. You have 4 beats in order to get that thing stopped, and it'll still come out perfectly. It's really great. Love the Aeros Looper for its visual representation as well. It's really hard to get lost because you see where everything's starting, you see where it's repeating. Really cool that way. And the BeatBuddy triggered it. All you had to do was press start on the BeatBuddy, and it triggered the looper to start, which is really cool. Yeah. Now, why am I doing that? Let's play the scale over top. I'm going to wait for it to come around again. Here it comes. 1, 2. Now here's the scale slowly. There we go. And at first, that's fine. You're playing lead, you're playing the scale over top. Think of the scale as your palette. It's your palette. Then just take little ideas out of it. I'm going to start in the middle. Try to find safe places to land. That's it. Just keep moving. Basically keep moving. A great place to land would be the 4th fret on the D string. That's an F sharp note, so it's safe. Whereas if I stop here, not so safe. There. Ah. Yeah, it doesn't have to be fancy, it just has to be musical. The second area, the second what we're calling position 2, this guy. Again, top. Take a break. There we go. Mix the 2 up. Position 1, 2, 1, 2. There we go. So tons of things you can do with that. And I would highly recommend just throwing on the recording and noodling. The cool thing is you're going to hear Tracy sing, give me one read and do, and then you'll hear a little lead fill in between her vocals, right? The cardinal sin is to step on the singer. So put little fills in there, but don't step on the singer. And you'll notice the guitar player on the recording, very, very tasteful and doesn't step on her. And remember, the vocal is primary, right? So, hey, really, really great. That is, give me one reason. Now, hey, so what you heard there was the Aeros Looper and the BeatBuddy from Singular Sound. Big thank you to Singular Sound. You'll see links in the description to those, and I highly recommend grabbing them, and we can talk back and forth, ask me questions and all that. I've been using them for years, and the BeatBuddy I've had for years and years. I love the Aeros Looper, and they work beautifully together, but if you can only get one, grab a BeatBuddy or the Looper, and then later add the other. They're just fantastic devices. You'll see a link in the description below. Also, if you use the promo code GAW10, that'll get you 10% off at the checkout and really help help to support the channel. I appreciate that. And remember to head to patreon.com/guitarwork, grab those sheets, and let me know how you're doing with everything. And just play along, play along, play along. It's a ton of fun. It really, really is. And I guess I'll take it out of here with what? Bell. That's position 1. Much appreciated. Thumbs up have meant the world, and see you soon.